Hey everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Children of Morta. Now, in this episode, well, I suppose what I should do is I should recap what happened at the end of last episode because I had an unusual problem with OBS where the end of the recording for some odd reason had terrible frame rate issues. And not only that, but the recording itself, for some reason, half an hour, not half an hour, but like half a minute or so of it got cut off. And if you watch till the end, you'll probably have noticed that it ended rather abruptly. It's not because I edited something out, it's because something odd happened. The only explanation that I might have for that is that I accidentally recorded the last two videos on the display capture, using a display capture on OBS rather than using the regular game capture, which is what I usually do for Children of Morta. The reason I even have display capture as an option is because there's a separate Let's Play I'm doing, and that game doesn't work with the window capture. It only works with display capture, so a mistake like this was bound to happen, but even so, I wasn't expecting something as drastic as how bad it got at the end of last episode. And I spared you the bulk of it. You probably, if you saw right before I cut the video footage out, you noticed, or you would have noticed it getting a little bit slow, but after that it essentially, the video froze for like a minute at a time, and it was pretty bad. I left the audio in because I mentioned a couple of things, so I'll recap them again. So we found two new souvenirs. One was the Aquacusa, which is in Kevin's room, right by the window that Kevin is sitting in right now. The other one was the bonsai from the old realm, which you can see in Mark and Joey's room. It's a bit hard to see, it kind of blends in with a rug, but you can see, if you compare it to this image, you'll see that it's the exact same thing. We also rescued the automaton girl, who should be somewhere in the house. I'm pretty sure we should see her. Or we may have to progress her quest a little bit before she starts showing up more consistently around the house. I mean, she is also very small, so perhaps she is here somewhere and I'm simply not noticing her. Anyway, last episode, importantly, we cleared the first zone in Terra Lava. That's the third and final chapter. Well, not final, but third chapter in the main quest for freeing the third deity, Anaya Sarava. This video is going to be... well, we might have a cutscene right now, so I'm going to be quiet.
The darkness threatened to overwhelm them, but they needed to unshackle the last spirit as soon as possible.
Well, that was short and sweet. Before... well, what I was going to say was, in this episode, we're not going to make more story progress, and instead we're going to go back to Barahut, and we'll do the second zone again, looking for more progress on the wine machine quest that Uncle Ben is involved with. But before that, I am going to do one more off-screen run in the Caldipo Caves. And you know what? Despite the fact that Lucy is fatigued, I am going to go with her. Because hopefully this is only a max health penalty and not a damage penalty. Because given her damage avoidance, max health isn't that much of an issue, plus we increased max health anyway. So I'm gonna do this off screen, and as always, I'll bring the video back if I find something interesting. Speaking of this, in our last run where I went into the caves, I found a medicinal plant which I thought might be new. I think that was just a repeat of an old quest item, because it certainly hasn't triggered a new quest, and I haven't found anything online about that being part of anything other than maybe the quest to save the wolf cub, which we did a long time ago. But anyway, if something else happens that's weird, I will of course take this video off pause. I'm just gonna go in, and then we will pause the recording. By the way, Lucy, the icon you see on the left of the screen towards the bottom, just above her portrait, is indicative of this passive, which we unlocked last time, which means if something were to kill Lucy, if something were to land a killing blow on her instead, she temporarily becomes invulnerable and summons a decoy, which is just so OP. Highly unlikely that that's going to be triggering in this early dungeon, but anyway, that's gonna certainly come into play in later dungeons. Later runs, I should say. Anyway, video going on pause. I will be back with you shortly. Taking things off pause because, wouldn't you believe it, is indeed another codex entry, simply entitled Torn, by someone by the name of Mateo. I heard something in the distance. I swear it was her voice. Anna and Ash are sleeping. I guess those are his children. But if that was their mother. And again, hard to understand exactly what's going on. Actually, let's examine the scene. Does perhaps it give us a clue? So we see one corpse and possibly another much older corpse. So this is, I'm assuming, Mateo, and this might be the woman he's talking about. So again, the implication here is that something bad happened. And I'm gonna put this video back on pause, but chances are I will be coming off pause soon, because there's a good chance we will be leveling up again in this very run. Alright, so I'll see you in a bit. Taking things off pause, unfortunately didn't quite get enough experience to level up, so we're just gonna go straight for the boss and use the same tactic that we used to good effect last time, which is to throw down our decoy and just go to town. Alright, let's see what this guy can do this time, although I genuinely feel bad for him. I even summoned the Tashmalu because I did find that divine grace. Yep. Might even be a personal best in terms of how quickly we killed him. Alright. And I know it looks like we took damage, but that was just the max health penalty that we got from being fatigued, so this was, as far as I can see, a perfect fight. Just gonna go back and maybe buy an upgrade or two at the workshop. And I do feel vindicated in my decision to keep going back to this area, because we did find something new.
All that effort for naught. There was No water. They desperately needed an alternative. No one seemed able to make a decision, and Mary was almost at her wit's end. Help, though, sometimes hides in places that you do not expect.
Well, I guess that's the water situation sorted. One minor misplay was that I did the treats at the animal shelter before going to the Caldipo caves, and those bonuses were wasted in that low-level area, but yeah, it's okay. We'll give one common treat to Fire Mars, bringing him back up to 15, and one... well, we'll give one rare treat to Riker, bringing you up to 15. We have quite a few rare treats stockpiled, but I wanted to save them for later. It's okay though. Let's buy an upgrade from here. What was I focusing on? I think I wanted to dodge chance. Or maybe it's time to get something from the Book of Rhea. Let's see. Rune durability or obelisk duration. Let's actually get obelisk duration. Because now obelisks last pretty decent amount. Let's even get some rune durability. And I'm sure we'll be able to waste this last bit of gold on something... yeah, sure, we'll get this. We unlocked this last time, by the way. I'm not sure if you got to see it. I'm sure the notification for it popped up during the run, but didn't get to show it itself because that was part of the corrupted portion of the video. This just means that enemies that hinder your movement will do less of that, which is a nice thing to have, but as I said, I prefer more, you know, substantial bonuses. Now we're gonna do the main thing that we were going to, which is going to Barahut to look for new stuff. We went with Kevin last time. Let's go with John this time and see how well he can do. We've maxed out crit chance, so he should be doing pretty okay. I just have to remember how to play as him. How to go into turtle mode and, you know, poke at enemies. And also using Heaven Strike in an effective manner. Alright. So far, so good. I mean, I've only just entered, so... would have not been great if we had been having problems this early, but I am encouraged by what I see because, well, we are clearing through enemies pretty quick. We're getting our crits. Oh. And we haven't taken a hit yet, and our range on our swing seems to be good enough to hit the snakes. We're just gonna quickly do this minigame. Hopefully get something nice out of it. I don't know if I've lost a single life in this entire Let's Play, and if that's the case, if indeed I haven't lost any, I'd like to keep that streak going. Of course, I could always doctor the footage, or an easier thing would be to simply, if I do fail, I'll just delete the recording and load a copy of my earlier save. But nah, I wouldn't do that. Not because I'm, you know, too morally upright, but because it would just be too much work. That's the sad truth. Oh my god, this guy. So, we still need to be mindful. We're not completely immune to the snakes. We do need to watch what they're doing. And, oh, you were being sneaky. Oh, we do pretty hefty damage when we connect. Especially when we crit. Oh my god, what's going on here? Okay, this is a... Some of the snakes will start their attacks from farther away than it seems like they should be able to. I'm gonna leave this health on the ground because we will be leveling up pretty soon. We even have one skill point already in reserve, so I can't remember what I was saving it. Oh my god. I also have to remember that John has only one evade. And I also have to remember that Heaven Strike isn't like Explosive Crescendo. It won't target enemies across the screen. It'll only target enemies around John. And oh, that trap hit me. I was distracted by my own level up animation. I was hoisted by my own petard. Okay. Yeah. I'll take that. Okay, what was I saving up for? I think I wanted this. Although, only going from 5 to 7, is that worth it compared to what else we could do? I very rarely go into shield mode. More maximum stamina for John is a similarly dubious prospect. You know what, I think I will just go ahead and get this. And then, when we get the 3 extra points and raise it to level 3 and have a 9% chance, then I think Heaven Strike will be a much more viable offensive option. Yeah, I used that because I was like, might as well use that crit on somebody. There's somebody hiding in the ground, maybe. Or was I imagining things? I think I was just imagining things. Okay. And the critical Heaven Strike is pretty powerful attack. Question is, are we gonna get another 3 levels in this area? Well, this certainly helps our prospects of going far. I saw somebody under the ground who disappeared and no doubt will pop up when I least expect it. Okay, I think we're done with the first area. I don't care about that one enemy. I'm just gonna go. Let's see what we have in floor number 2. Again, the main objective is to find any remaining souvenirs in Act 2, as well as to make progress on the Uncle Ben quest. He wants us to find stones, because he's building a wondrous contraption. I don't know what hit me. No doubt it was just one of the trash enemies as I was trying to put myself into a good position to use Heaven Strike. Alright, let's... That's always frustrating when you take damage while trying to put yourself in a good position to deal damage. Okay. That was actually pretty good timing for that decoy. helped us make short work of that elite. Oh, that was wonderful. And we picked up a charm to increase dodge chance. I see no reason to not just immediately take that. And I got hit by one of those traps as I was trying to get close enough to hit that enemy. But you know what? That just happens sometimes. And we're already close to yet another level, which is fantastic. And indeed, the level has come earlier than I thought. That has given us 1 out of the 3 skill points we need. I am going to save the rest. Or I'm going to save the skill points until I get to 3. Get 3 skill points. Get to 3 sounds awkward for some reason. I guess maybe because it sounds like I'm saying the number 2 followed by the number 3. Anyway, whatever. We need 3 skill points, that's the gist of it. Okay, these guys have caused me a lot of grief in the past because of the awkward timing on their jumps, which doesn't seem to line up very well with most melee attacks, which are either too fast or too slow. Because once you kill them, new enemies will pop up, it'll split into 2, and they'll have their own separate attack timings. Alright. Another codex entry. Wind and Sand from Evangelus, Dehydrated Priest of the Ocean Goddess. Or, I guess Evangelus is his name, and the rest of it is his job title, maybe? Who knows? What does he have to say? Strong winds feel like they could flay your skin. That's pretty bad. It's harsh and dry. I mean, yeah, it's a desert. Yeah, it's sounds about accurate. Yeah, I'm just gonna take the healing straight away. We do want to gain 1 more level. Oh my god. Okay. Again, he was a bit slow to evade, similar to Joey. Not as slow as Joey. That was half my fault, half his fault. Let's just say we were both at fault. Yeah, I'll take this. We even have increased durations on our obelisk bonuses. Okay, this is getting a little bit precarious, but I think we'll be fine. Important to open this with the obelisk bonus, just to get large amounts of gold, and a rare animal treat is nice. Stun enemies as you evade them would be better with someone who can actually evade more often.
None of evil intent could pass such a barrier.
Potential instant kills on our primary attack is always something I like. Oh, I thought there was an enemy to the left. I wasted that. It's okay. We wouldn't have found another enemy close enough to make use of that anyway, so it's fine. Making good progress towards that 3rd level up we wanted. Got him just in time. What's here? I think this is just gonna be some exposition.
Jovial was a celebration of Anai-Raha and tomorrow's opportunity. At the center of every celebration would be Anai-Raha himself, interlaced in down swift bushfire. 2 became 1 at the center of the city. and the whole city would dance the entire time. Jovial lasted an entire week, no more and no less. Two became one at the center of the city.
Alright, so that's an interesting bit of lore. Apparently, these people, Anayaraha and Bushra, these, well, I think Anayaraha is a god and Bushra is maybe a demigod, maybe a regular person, but they liked to party, and that is alright. Of course, we wasted our obelisk looking at that, but that's okay. We're getting all these evade bonuses on a guy who only has one evade. Sometimes roguelikes like to troll you like this, and I think we've found everything on this floor. There's maybe something to the right here. No, in fact, I think that was the entrance. There couldn't have been something to the right. What did I do? I hit... I used up my Guardian Rage. What was I trying to do? I was trying to... hit... Yeah, no, I just completely hit the wrong key there. I was trying to open up the map. It's okay, we'll get our Guardian Rage back before the boss fight. Way before the boss fight, because we have a whole floor. Uh-oh, what's this?
They were chipping away at the rock, forced into a hole under the sweltering sun and just below the cooling breeze.
Guardian's Rage would have been useful for that fight, but fortunately I held my nerve and was able to beat that elite, despite him having that really annoying ability that killed Linda in Terra Lava. Alright, let's talk to these people. What do we get?
A calmness washed over the hero upon touching the blue stone. The worries of the day slipping away like water through the sand.
That is one of the quest items we need, and we also get... Whoa, my god. This is a... So they do have a maximum range. And I think they'll shoot twice before... Yeah. Okay. Well, that was a bit of a bonus. We also get Heaven Strike stuns enemies, which is nice. And we have leveled up. Let us just improve this straight away. We've also unlocked your next family trait, which means John appears to shield any attack that would cause fatal damage. I think everyone gets this, and it's on a 3-minute cooldown. So that's more protection. As you can see, once you start unlocking everyone's family traits and leveling everyone up, you find some really nice bonuses. We, however, are focused on not just leveling you up, but also finding some of the encounters that remain to be found. So we want to go as far and as deep as we can. Okay. Okay, now I think John is coming into his own. And John is instant kill too. Now John is finally a viable character. And all it took was maxing out crit chance at the workshop. What's here? The regular shop.
His hands trembled near constantly, only calming at the touch of stone.
Jeez, it sounds like he has an addiction. That doesn't sound healthy. Now, we have something that gives us bonuses for holding on to gemstones. And I think I will stay with that, as tempting as Pashmalu is. If I find a whole bunch of gemstones on this floor, then I'll consider it, but I'm thinking I'll just stick with this. Alright, how much money do we have? Quite a bit, so we should be able to get some more levels in the workshop after we're done. Now, what is this? Is this something new? Nope. Each Heaven Strike damages a larger area. Lucy summons a Cyclone at the impact. Actually, I'll save that for the boss. I now just have to remember to get that. Actually, you know what? It'll probably get used up before we reach the boss because we're only on floor 4 now. What's this? This might be one of those repeatable events. Yeah. What we will get out of this event is the chance to get a large kill streak bonus, but for some reason our bonus got interrupted. Okay. Took some damage, but solved that little mini encounter. And all we get is a rune. Sure, I'll take that. Let's even take some healing because it'll be a while before we get our next level up. I think we're done. Oh my god, we were just standing on top of that. I think we're done with this floor. Let's move on. And I'm not gonna buy Pashmalu because I want to stockpile on gemstones for the primary attack damage. So we've already made some good progress in finding stuff and also leveling John up. And what is this?
One held a gift. Two hid ferocious creatures. It was the lady or the tiger with the Bergson.
Well, that's a refreshing change of pace. We actually won. For a change, what we get? Increased primary attack damage, which is excellent, and a rare animal trait, which is also excellent. I wish Heaven Strike would be a bit quicker because I keep getting clipped by enemies as I cast it. What's in here? I think another repeatable event. Again, the question is there any reason not to just let Apon kill everybody? These vortexes are so irritating. Ugh. What is... Oh, and that trap is doing more damage to me. Fortunately, we're about to level up. Oh, and these vortexes are in the worst places. At least we're finding gemstones to give us some primary attack damage. Nothing to the left. Nothing to the right except for this horrible chain reaction situation. Ugh. Yeah, I think all these people gave us was a normal reward. Electric bolts randomly emanate from you. Sure, and Apon has had enough. See you later. Okay. Come on. As I predicted, we are at max Guardian Rage again. What should we get? I don't want to use up your evade charges going into enemies. That sounds like a horrible idea, so I'm gonna say no to the shield dash. Additional damage to enemies who are near death? Is it just me, or does that sound kind of useless? But what else would I get? I mean, out of the stuff that we have, I guess improving our Guardian's Rage, but not a lot of good options left. Alright. Oh boy, okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. Okay. Alright, let's... Oh my god, I hate this trap so much. I think that will increase movement speed. And there's no reason not to just take it.
Something more sinister would be appearing soon.
And we want to wait for them to summon their elite.
A new challenger appeared.
Let's see what we have. Well, didn't even get a chance to see what special ability he had. We killed him too quickly, and honestly, I'm not gonna complain. Getting some of our health back, which is good. Another codex entry. Blocking attacks has a chance to do something. Well, that's great. Maybe one of these days I'll block, but probably not. Another gemstone. We have 10 now. What do we have here? Absolutely hilarious. That is... I mean, I guess technically it'll apply to... if we manage to kill the boss, the more reward for beating him. But it is always hilarious when you get stuff like this at the end of a run. Oh my god, these guys are... Okay. And I am gonna go all the way back to pick up that health that I left on the ground. But there's a good chance, that I'll take more damage trying to get there than I will from the healing. Weren't there a bunch of traps? Are you serious right now? Well, we did get some net healing out of that. So, I guess I'm not gonna complain. Alright. And I think we can heal up to full with this. That's good. Uh-oh, let's be intelligent. Okay. That's my divine grace. Okay, I need to... Okay. This is probably gonna be the way to fight him, is just use our Heaven Strike. Oh no! Are you serious? I don't even know if that hit him. What I'm gonna do is pick up these health on the ground is always good. Alright. This fight is going it's going okay. What was that Heaven Strike targeting? Did it even hit anything? That was better. When he's a bit closer to dying, I'll use my Guardian's Rage. Maybe I should be using it more often. For the purpose of maybe using it more than once in the fight. But, you know what, I think we'll be fine. There is Rage on the ground as well. Oh no, took unnecessary damage. Trying to be a bit too clever. Okay, I shouldn't be too aggressive when these green orbs are after me. I should wait for him to pop out of the ground. Again, a good hit. Shouldn't be getting hit by regular scorpions. Picking up gold, but, you know, would be better to win the fight. Okay. Should also remember that I have this relic, although I never seem to use it properly. It's hard to use it because it says don't take any damage from the next 2 hits, but it doesn't last forever. So you kind of have to know when you're gonna be hit, or use it and then make a risky attack, knowing that you've got a free hit. But that usually puts me in a position where then the 2 free hits are used up, and I still... Okay, this is a good chance because he's going to be standing there for a while. So, yeah. I took my chance knowing that he was going to be rooted to the ground during that attack, and I also knew Divine Rage would make me invulnerable. And at that point, I knew I was going to win the fight. Pick up that rage. Why not? Let's fly back. On the heels of another successful run. Alright. Didn't even take that long. Do we have a cutscene? We do.
The darkness was so overwhelmingly thick that it had its own presence, like it could be touched. Any darker, and they would need to find another place to live. But John had another idea. They would stand watch over their darkness-battling fires. It would give them a few more days.
Ooh boy, that seems pretty grim, but we now do have the fire in front of the house. Another cool little touch, and let's take a look at this cutscene before we do anything else.
The halls of the spirit lay close by. Uncle Ben, a former resident of Terra Lava, knew these parts. Would they be able to defeat Jinn and free Anai Sarava? They would know soon enough.
It's cool that Apon was in the shot as well. I think for these cutscenes, it's only the original family members. But I like that she was there as well. The astronomer and the baby were the only ones not in the shot. Right, now let's go to Ben's workshop and what do we want to improve? How about carry on with the dodge chance, and we'll do it twice. And I don't think we can do anything with 1400. Let's just check the Book of Rhea. Indeed we can't. Let's check our home status. We found another quest item relating to the wine machine, but we have at least one, possibly two more to get. Next, we are going to be going back into Terra Lava, so let's give... I think I should have given one rare treat to both you and... Oh, and I think I accidentally cut off Faramars's happy animation. I'm sorry, we'll see it again next time. Because Faramars is one that we will be sticking with all the way through, because we will always want more XP. Riker eventually will stop pampering him, because gold will eventually stop being a necessity. Alright, let's take a look at our home status. Nothing new. Again, it's good to check. And as I said, next episode we'll be going back into Terra Lava, maybe to make progress, or maybe to go into the first zone again. I'll decide at the start of next episode. But anyway, it's time to bring this episode to a close. I hope you enjoyed yourself, and I hope to see you in the next one. So until then, take care.